Greetings and salutations. I apologise if I sound a bit off, but I'm not feeling brilliant. But we are back once again to Waterloo and Wavre. I am your host as always. Now, without further ado, let's see what has happened this turn. Ooh, what have we got? So, they might charge them, which is fine. Still, I want to sort of see where... Well, hello there, boys. th Dragoons are charging me. Where is he going to send them? That's the question. Are they going to come up this way? Or are they going to come this way? That's the question, isn't it? He's pulling that cavalry back. Alright, he's got that cavalry heading this direction. Alright, he's having to shift Young Guard up there to stop me. Which makes sense. Right, he's redirecting that lot. As you can see, he's sort of bringing back all his cavalry on this flank to face the Prussians. Oof. Okay, he's going to hit them. They are finally going to escape. Yeah, here they come. Oof. God. Ooh. He's probably going to wipe out them. Alright, he drives them back. Yeah, there they go. That's gonna hurt. Yep. Alright, 4th Corps is released. Which it already was, so... Landwehr, Griffhorn, isolated. Makes sense. They are the Landwehr that didn't rally. No one routed. 8 units rallied. 50 units undisorder. 4 units resupply. Alright. Let's do this properly, shall we? You will blast them. Lloyd's battery. Alright, Sandham's gun. King's German. Sinclair. And now we'll do the Prussian guns. Alright, guns over here. You are going to turn. And blast this lot. It's not a lot, but every little bit might help. There we go. So, starting over here. What's my losses like at the moment? Ugh, pretty bad. Still, the French have not gotten any better out of that. Yeah, the East Sussex, there's nothing left of them. They are trapped, so nothing I can do about that lot. We will fall back. A little bit, if nothing else. Why am I doing those? Let's do these. These skirmishers will likewise do the same. Not achieve a grand amount, but hey, you never know. That square is disordered, so could I attempt to break it? Probably not. I don't think it's disordered enough to break it. We'll blast them. There's almost nothing left of them at this point, so... Those guns there are unfortunately very annoyingly placed. As they prevent me from really doing much. So, what do I want to do here? There we go. We'll do that, I think. That's not a lot, but I will also throw out more of my skirmishers. You are going to blast them. We'll turn them that way. Royal Welsh. I'll move them into there. My worry here is he's going to charge with that heavy cavalry into these line. And that's going to hurt, unfortunately. So in this case, I'm going to shift them, the King's German Legion, forward. And I'll just shift 2 of the dragoons forward as well to protect that battery. As for Cook, I could keep my position, or I could fall back a little bit. There. That's the real problem, isn't it? Shoot them. Put them out in front. The Guards continue to hold quite nicely despite everything. And they are getting a punching in the face. There is no two ways about that. My biggest concern here... What is he going to do? Well, those can come forward to here and hit them. They can come forward and hit them. They can charge there, and these can come forward and hit them. I think, going to move the guards back just to bring them more in line with the actual, well, line. And then with that, Hulkit is to... Well, Hulkit can't, can he? So we'll bring them back and then bring them there. We'll keep some of the skirmishers out in front. But that is about all we can really do here. So we'll have to give up some ground for the sake of protecting the whole line. Alright, further along, over here, we have... Well, hello there, guard. Maybe shouldn't have done that quite there, but... Right, filling that place with the skirmishers under Major Bearing. You will go rejoin with them. Now, Lambert. What to do with General Lambert? I do have... it's not going to potentially do a lot, but... I am going to do that. Even if it doesn't do all that much, it will cause a little bit of mayhem. The 5th Hanoverians... So, what little is left of the Hanoverian... Well, not the Hanoverians, but the Brunswickers. So, we're going to try and rally what's left of my forces. Now, choices wise, what have we got? Royal Dragoons, you are to do that. You are to go that way to rejoin with everyone else. Alright, let's see what these Brunswickers can see. A nice amount of stuff. So, for this, we are going to blast them. 12 men is 12 men. It's not a lot, but it is a hell of a lot better than nothing. So, you will go that way because you are avant-garde. Now, Scots Greys. What to do with the Scots Greys? Well, the Inniskillen can charge, but why? That's the question. And in the end, that's what it comes down to. Sorry about that. In the end, it all comes down to why. Now, Inniskillens, you are going to form up over here, I think. Now, the Dragoon Royals are doing that. The Scots Greys will do this. So they go there. They can then... yeah, we'll do that. And then the Inniskillens will move up to there. Alright, the Light Brigade of the Brunswickers will look to form there, and then the Line Brigade will look to reform over here. Where can you charge? You can charge this direction. Now, you will go to the other side, as will you. Army Reserves and Neverlander Division. Alright, what are you? 11th Light Dragoons. What to do with this lot? Well, I think for the main part, the Dutch cavalry is gonna head this direction. And then Prince of Wales Hussars and 18th Hussars will just come round and regroup with Vian. Now, the Prussians. What to do with the Prussians? Alrighty. Alrighty, let's see, what else can we do? We'll deal with them in a minute. Let's deal with the First Corps. Alright, the 1st Prussian Corps. Mark Landwehr. I mean, I could reach them, but it's... why? That's, in the end, what it comes down to. You two will come this way to regroup with Trascow. And then von Roda, the 8th Ulan Cavalry. So the Lutzow Lancers are going to head this direction. Now, as for the rest of the First Corps, alrighty, let's get every part of the First Corps moving forward. We need them deploying and getting ready. And so that even if they don't attack today, they will be in a position to attack in the morning. Because this battle will go on until the morning. Because when does this one end? I think this ends early on the 19th. Alright, keep bringing them forward. Continuing to bring forward this lot. And then all the glorious artillery of the Corps. Alrighty. With the first corps done, let's have a look-see. When do they release? Well, any time between now and whenever. So that's the question, isn't it? Well, that lot got driven off. Fair enough. I'm going to have to do that. Now, my Ulan could charge them, but is it really worth it? Probably not. Now, over here, what can we do? What have we... Yeah, you will stay there and hold that. Alright, the Prussians will keep these troops of the Second Corps are going to keep pushing round this way. And look to start driving into their flank. Now, what can we do? We could charge you, but again, probably not worth it. Alrighty. We will throw out skirmishers. And then this regiment will form up on the other side. Alright, Kumark Landwehr. Von Krausneck. Twelfth Infantry Brigade. Alright, Oberst Luck. Alrighty. Now, here comes the real fun. Second Corps, what can be seen? Absolutely nothing. Now we will throw these boys into the wood. Now, over here, what do we want to do? We're sort of in a bad spot. That's the issue. Now, I mean, I could charge into his dragoons, but... Any reason to, really? Not particularly. Now... I will deliberately sort of leave an opening, and then Verdstorff will head down that way to watch that side. Right. We'll bring up the remaining elements of the second corps. Schulenburg. They will go that way. Hardage. Alright, Perch 2. Now, here comes the hard part. Drive you forward. Drive them forward. Alrighty. Now then. Well, I am going to have to probably use most of this regiment as my flank guard. Masao. You will go up in front. Now we'll shoot you. Low ammoed myself. You're low ammo. Now then, we'll bring up Colonel Ubus Lobel's men. I will leave one company of Fusiliers on the road guarding it. Alrighty, let's do this lot. In this case, throwing forward skirmishers. We'll basically shift the skirmishers down a little bit. Lose a few men to do so, but I think it will be worth it, all in all. Just because it means we're closer to pushing forward. Yeah, you know what? I am going to push across the stream as a whole. We will bring up these boys to follow on, as well as these ones. And we also bring up that's a little awkward, but I'll have to make do. Actually, no, I am just going to push them through the trees. Better that than keeping them out of action for even longer. Now, let's think. We could form line and slug it out, but I don't. I think I will, actually. We'll do this to try and drive them out of there. First regiment, you are going to open fire on them. It's not a lot, but every little bit helps. Oof. Teetering on the edge of a major French victory, but once again it comes down to the whole Alright. You will go there. Hello there. So, we got French columns there. Alrighty. What else? You are going to form line and then open fire on them. Now, regroup all of them together with the rest of the battalion, and then I'll send them that way as well. Now, Funk. Who do you belong? Where's Funk? Okay, that's Funk's command. We will bring the troops of Sadow's cavalry this way. And obviously Funk will come up as well and look to I think he's going to enjoy his nice surprise once Funk arrives, because I'm going to hit him hard with Hiller's brigade, and then Funk will take over. Now, Blucher, you're in effective command of everyone. And while not everyone is in effective command, we are for the most part. Alright, these boys they will go that way, they will go that way. Alright, let's, if we continue to have a look. Now that we've come back to here, what do I want to do? That's the question. What to do with the Nassauans? Yeah, I'm going to pull the Nassauans that way. You will go that way. You will go rejoin the North Gloucesters. Shoot them. As I continue to sort of fall back, it's all about trying to keep intact what little remains of my line. Because in the grand scheme of things, not a lot of it is left. Now, where can they charge? They can charge this way, but they'll run straight into the square. I was also wondering what to do with the household cavalry. And well, given... First, okay, I did not mean to do that, but I think that's fine. Lord Somerset remains in position, ready. Now, over here we have this. Interesting. Oh, because woods. That would be why. Still, I'll still take it. Now over here we have this. And the continue and Letao's driving back of that lot. We'll have the first, third hit there. And then these boys will attack into the village. Let's drive these boys back. Wow. That was a shocker. Still. We are continuing to drive forward. And with a little bit of time, I will drive headlong into the French flank. So they could charge that way. They should get stopped by the square, but might not. Still, all things considered, I didn't shoot at this lot, did I? Whoops. Well, oh well. Was not quite intentional, but... What can you see from there? Okay. Even if they get up there, they're going to get blasted in the face by the gun. Now, This is the real question, isn't it? What to do? What's my okay, I've made his losses climb considerably. I've made his losses climb to a good 10,000 in spite of my 16,500. So alright, he has a line there, so they're likely to get shot in the face. But if he's not careful, he's going to just get overwhelmed by the sheer amount of Prussians coming at him. Because it is not an insignificant amount. Now, down here, what can I do? No prediction, so not really worth it. So for now, unless I want to do, say, that and that, which I will. Nothing happened, but... So, again, all things considered, I may be able to claw this back, slowly, bit by bit. If not to a major defeat or a minor defeat for the French, to at least a draw, hopefully. Because again, I'm just attacking him with so much, he is not going to be able to stop it all. For example, these guns, they're going to blast one of these battalions in the face, and it's probably going to rout it. But there's still the other two battalions. And if that's not enough, it's still got the division, the brigade has the other two regiments with their 3 battalions pushing forward, so... So for now, I thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please consider hitting that thumbs up, subscribing, or leaving a comment. But until next time, I will see you all soon. So until then, bye bye for now.